Hey guys, got my peppermint tea in my Godzilla mug. Anyway, it's cooling down so it's not steaming, but it's still pretty warm. But anyway, so my theme of the day is I've got to have self compassion because I suck at that like a lot. I need to not beat myself up over every little error that I make. And like today, I spilled half a water bottle on my bed and it's still damp. And instead of screaming at myself inside of my head, being like, oh my God, you're such a loser, look at this, you're a failure, it's like, okay, we spilled water. Let's just clean it up. And instead of attacking myself, I just cleaned up the mess. And it's still drying, but what can you do? Probably needed that anyway. But so last time I think I mentioned a possible living situation, and it all hinges on when we can get Dad moved into a facility, which he's not happy about that, but he knows that it's the only choice we have. But I met Christy, that's the lady who I'm gonna be rooming with. I saw her house, I saw the bedroom that's gonna go to me, hopefully. And she's a very sweet lady. She liked me. Her dog liked me. She's also got a cat, but he was hiding. And I didn't get to see her horse because we didn't want to spend too much time there because, Dad. So, like, that was another thing that I had to cut off and not be able to do because of him. And that's just been my life for so many years that I don't know what it's like to not have to consider anyone but me. And that's part of why I don't have a lot of compassion for myself, because I was taught that if I think about myself, that's selfish, and selfish is bad. But God forbid if I point out when other people are being selfish. But I need to be compassionate to myself more. And I think, if this move happens, because, she can't hold the room forever. And if moving Dad doesn't happen fast enough, she may have to tell me sorry. So let's just keep our fingers crossed that things move quickly once we find something. But I'm really feeling the grief of my mom being gone a lot more. I'm feeling it a lot more. It's like I'm aware that she's gone, and I know that I'm not going to go out there and ever find her in the recliner or at the table again. But the awareness of her absence is what's painful. I have only known what it's like to live with my mom and my dad for these 45 years of my life, and now my mom is gone. She died, and I put her urn in the crypt before they closed it. I needed that closure, and I was allowed that closure. And so much of my life has been asking permission to do things, to be things, to go to things. And now I won't have to do that so much. So it's going to feel weird because I've really only lived like a kid. And now I'm going out into the big adult world, and whether it's with Christy or if I end up having to stay with Marcy while I figure something out, and all that, because it's straight up going to be $900, but that's just the rent to live there. I don't have to worry about utilities, internet, and all these other bills. It's straight up $900, and it's going to stay $900. So, that's doable. Even though 700 would be more comfortable, 900 is doable because that's not going to be changing. She's not going to suddenly jack it up to 2,000 or something. So, this is the best deal I can get, and I just hope that I can have it and that it's not going to be something that gets pulled out of reach just as I'm ready for it, because that's been a lot of my life. So many opportunities missed because I'm stuck with my fucking dad. So many opportunities I've had to give up because of him. And I won't lie, if I lose this one because of him, it's going to make me very, very angry about being stuck with him, even more than I have been for the past several years. So, I want him to go somewhere nice, but he's been scared and sad about it. He's going into a cage and I'm breaking out of one. And it's kind of the cage he's kept me in my whole life. And I'm going to go out in a big wide world that I don't know that I'm ready for. But I know I'm a decent freaking human being. And I've got that going for me. And Christy has had past roommates who were real dickheads. So, when she met me, she immediately thought I was sweet and nice. And her dog, Blush, her dog, that sweet little girl, she was all over me. I have like Disney princess energy when it comes to pets and animals. So, her cat was hiding and shy. I didn't see Indy. He's a void. He's all black. I didn't see him. But that doesn't mean I won't. He will eventually come out. But, I got to see the room I'm going to have, and it's beautiful, and it's bigger than this room. Not huge, but it's bigger than what I'm used to. But her living room, I swear it's the size of my entire house. I mean, it's huge with the vaulted high ceilings and just like, oh my God, it's beautiful. It's up in Irvine. That's all I'll say. So it's a bit east of here, and it's kind of close to the cemetery where my mom is. Not like I could probably walk there, but I would have to be walking kind of on the freeway, and that's a little bit risky, so it would have to be a drive. But like, I'll be closer to my mom than I am here. And, I'll figure everything out. I may have a pharmacy close to me that I can just go to myself to get my meds, and I don't have to have anybody else help me. So we'll have to see. But yeah, that's where we are. I need self-compassion, and I need to practice it on myself. And so should you.